to draw an LPS ear up collie. The first step you want to do is grab a piece of paper, pencil, and marker. And I have lots of markers I'm going to be using, but you can use whatever you want. I'm going to start off by sketching out a quick circle, as you can see here. Now I want my circle to be very light. I decided to switch a page on my sketchbook because I realized that the markers were going to leak to my other drawings, and you don't want that. So you always want a scrap piece of paper underneath the page you're using if you're using markers. Now I'm going to be drawing circles and triangles to help me create the ear shapes that I want. So for the ear that's going down, I'm creating circle and diamond, and I'm going to be making my circle and diamond for the ear up a little bit higher. Now I'm going around and creating my ear up. That's the first thing I'm doing because it helps form the shape of the collie, and that's the hardest part. Well, for me at least. And I'm just rounding it out at the edges because for this it's very cartoony and I don't want any sharp edges. Even on the collie itself, it does not look like it has a lot of sharp edges. Now I'm shaping out the ear. I'm starting out with two bumps and then rounding it out around the diamond, because once again we don't want too sharp of edges. I already said that, but I'm just saying it again. Next, I'm attaching everything together, and I love creating hair on my collie drawings because it just makes them look even more fire and more cartoony, which I absolutely love. And it just shows a little bit of that style to it, you know, that I like to create. So now I'm just making two triangles on the side to create the fluff on the side of the collie's head. Remember to round it out just a little bit, kind of do like sideways ends, but really small. And I'm making three and then rounding it out a little bit, just like that. And attaching everything together with a simple line on the bottom. Now I'm going to create the squiggly line around his face by making like this B shape kind of, and I'm just rounding it little by little, stopping and then rounding it again. And then I'm creating the eyes by making these round triangle shapes and line at the bottom. I really like making these cartoony eye shapes. Just gives like my style, like this cartoony cutesy style. And then I'm just gonna do the other side. And presto, the other eye is done. Now I'm trying to find a quick shape to go around the eye. I end up fixing it later, but I go around the eye making this squiggle a little bit. I realized it was a little bit too close. That's why you should always have an eraser by hand so that you can erase. And I should have drawn the nose first, and that's what I recommend. So that's what I do here to kind of make it look more natural. Is I begin drawing more squiggles and just adjusting it a little bit, as you can see here. Now I'm gonna be adding the little nose. This part, I love drawing the nose. I have no idea why. And then I'm adding the mouth, which is just a W with a rounded out middle. Then I'm making the line in my eye. I love making these eyes. Like, it's to make the people inside the eye. And then I'm drawing 2 circles to make the highlights in the eye, and then 2 smaller circles. And then another line to make the color in the eye. Then I'm creating the neck, and I'm creating these points, as you can see, to make it look really fluffy. And then I'm creating these other far points on the drawing. Then I'm looking at my drawing to see if everything looks right. Since everything looks right, I can now line it with my marker. I'm using this black marker that came with my big marker set, but you can use a pen, a marker, a Sharpie, whatever you have. And I just remembered to place my paper under it to make sure that nothing bleeds to the other side. And now I am just going to trace everything out. So I'm now going to be erasing these sketch lines from my drawing so that it can look sharper and cleaner like this. And I'm going to be starting to color it. I'm using my brush tip markers and also the markers that don't have a brush tip, just like a chisel nib. And I'm also going to be switching through to the broad nib also for the bigger spaces. I'm going to show you guys. So as you can see here, I just finished the eyes and this turned out adorable. Oh my goodness, it looks so cute, you guys. Here's how it looks compared to him, and I think it turned out amazing. My Instagram is on the screen if you want to DM me your artwork in your own style, or if you follow this tutorial. I love you all so much. Oh my goodness, this turned out so cute and I'm so proud of it. Love you guys. Bye.